Kate has worked for SECAmb for 17 years. She started as a call taker and now she's a team leader in the dispatch centre.
Kate was on her way to work for a day shift. She was travelling up the A24 just north of Horsham. She spotted some lights of a car down an embankment and she thought, well, I better just stop and go and check everything's okay. She went back to the car, went down the embankment, and she found another bypasser there had stopped and was really frozen in fear and not able to do anything. And she'd asked had they called an ambulance and they said no. So Kate went down to the car and she found there was a male driver in the car. The patient was unconscious, clearly very unwell, critically ill. His breathing was very noisy. So Kate immediately called 999. She spoke to one of the emergency medical advisors and explained what had happened.
She actually helped in assisting because the car was down a bank. So what she had to do was she had to go down the bank to see if the patient was breathing, conscious. So she helped out in that environment. Luckily, because she phoned 999 so quickly, the crew were on scene pretty quickly. And she assisted the crew once they were there, which was a big help for the crew and for the patient.
She then returned to the vehicle. It was smoking. There's clearly a high chance that it could have caught fire, but Kate just got into the vehicle and tried to do her best to manage the patient's airway and help until the ambulance arrived. Kate, as an EOC member of staff, has never had any formal medical training. We do basic life support and AED training as part of the EOC key skills, but nothing more than that. So this was something that was completely out of Kate's comfort zone. When the first crews arrived and HEMS arrived, she tried to help out as much as she could. She started to be given clinical tasks to do because she was in her uniform, and then she had to explain to the HEMS doctor that she was not a clinical member of staff, so she just helped out where she could. Kate
showed that employees for SECAmb care, patient care is the forefront to what we do, and that's regardless of whether we are on the phone or in a situation which is not natural to us, out saving somebody's life directly. And it was an absolute, for me, for her to do that, because not only did she stop on the way to work, she helped save somebody. She then had to go home because her clothes were covered in blood from where she'd helped, drive all the way back to Littlehampton, change, and then she came back to work and did a day's work. And to me, that's over and above. And that is what we as SECAmb employees do every day.